So here we have the Crocs Echo Wave, and this is in the Moth colorway, which is like a beige colorway. And it's a lifestyle slip-on shoe, so you can sort of see that here, very much in vein with any other Crocs footwear. And these were introduced in 2024. So with the details, it comes in a moth colour, and as I mentioned, it's more on sort of beige, going towards sand, or almost taupe type colour. And these have a deep cut footbed, so you can sort of see that here, which kind of gives you that sort of more lock-in feeling, I guess, and just depends on how your foot fits within this. And I suppose that's the main sort of contention point of whether this is a good fit or not. And it also has breathable windows on the upper, so what I find with a lot of the Crocs footwear is you tend to get quite hot because it's made of this rubber material. So it's nice to have these sort of ventilation holes. There's some models that don't have any ventilation and they do get quite hot in there, so it's quite nice that they've got these little holes in there. And it's made up of what they're calling light ride foam materials, so it's meant to be sort of more lighter than, say, a standard rubber construction. And then also you can sort of see in certain areas it feels a little bit more sort of squishy to the touch. And the price for these is $64.99. So the comfort and sizing, I think compared to, say, the Echo Storm, I'm feeling like the insole, it feels more on the medium to firm side, and even when I have them on foot, and maybe it's because of this outsole being slightly more rigid, I guess. So that's the overall construction. I mean, it's quite sort of soft here, but comparing to Echo Storm, I think the Echo Storm feels more sort of softer on foot versus these, and that's why I probably put these medium firm. Like I said, there's a bit of give to the insole, but not as much as that you would on the Echo Storm. But I think the combination of the midsole, outsole area of that particular piece of footwear tended to be a bit softer as well. And that's why I think probably you need about 2 to 6 hours for these to sort of wear in. Like I said, they feel sort of solid and not much give to them, so you'll find that you'll need to sort of work them in a bit. And I would also sort of recommend going a full size down. I went true to size on these, but I just feel like they're too big. When I have them on foot, my toe, even if you're sort of pushing yourself in, I have like about half an inch, maybe an inch's worth of space. And I think if I'd went a size down, it would have fit me pretty much perfect. And that's where the problem comes in as well. I think this isn't too much of a lock-in area. And it kind of needed something along here, whether it's some sort of cloth, textile material to kind of help you sort of lock into place, similar to the Echo Storm. And again, with like the Crocs footwear, there's nothing wrong with the traction. I think this is probably one of the better ones, but it's still average, and I think it will wear out quite quickly over time. So with the look and style, I mean, it's got a neutral colourway, it does look futuristic, it's got those weird sort of wavy patterns going around it, which I think makes it unique, and I think Crocs are doing really well with their overall sort of design and aesthetic and language. And what I will say, I don't know whether it's because I've got like a big size, but they do feel massive on feet, like really, really big. And if you're quite a fan of like chunky sneakers, then this is obviously something that you'd be gravitating towards. And I think this one's spring, summertime. Not to say that you couldn't wear in autumn, winter time, but it will keep you protected. Don't get me wrong, but I personally wouldn't wear them, in sort of really harsh conditions. And it's a good sort of casual wear sneaker because of the wavy patterns on there. It's got more of a sort of sporty vibe to it, I guess. I don't know, you don't really be wearing these in a formal situation. So with the final thoughts, I do like the wavy design textures. That's why I want to sort of check them out. And I also like the fact that they feel pretty lightweight. They're a little bit on the heavy side, but not too much. But I still think they're quite sort of lightweight compared to other pieces of footwear. And the neutral sort of firm comfort, if you like that sort of thing, then this is a go-to, I suppose. It does give you that sure foot feeling on foot, and especially because the outsole being quite sort of flat to the ground. And I suppose the cons is, the comfort overall. If you're looking for soft and squishy, this is not the Crocs for you. There's other silhouettes from Crocs that feel better on foot. And the chunky look, so these look massive. Obviously this, true to size for me, and they still feel big. But I think even if I didn't go true to size, I still think that they would have issues with like the way they feel on foot. And like in that instance, I do sort of say, maybe like go a size down. So with the ratings, I'm going to give the look and style a 4 out of 5. I think they're okay in terms of how they look. I think they look really nice, and they're quite sort of unique, and like I said, quite sort of futuristic looking. And the comfort, I'm going to give it a 3. I think, you know, there isn't too much comfort in there, to tell you the truth. It's quite sort of on the firm side. It's fine if you want that neutral comfort, but it's not going to wow you. And the quality, I'll give that 4. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's, at the end of the day, a plastic moulding. The only thing that I can sort of see is sort of glue stains on the insole that's been glued in, and you got kind of these gaps in between it. And the pricing, like with all Crocs footwear, they're pretty much good on price, so $64.99 is pretty good value. But overall, I'll give this one a 3 out of 5, mainly because like the comfort is, you know, if you're looking for a more firm comfort, then this is the one to get. But Crocs aren't really known for that, so I'd say it's okay, but not like something that you'd want to buy. And it's more like aesthetically, if you're sort of happy with the way these particular pieces of footwear look, then you probably gravitate towards them.